It's a beautiful night for baseball, and live from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, Sportsnet LA presents the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres in Game 2 of this three-game series. Hi again, everybody. Charlie Steiner, Joe Davis is on assignment this weekend, along with Oral Hershiser. As you know, the Dodgers have been red hot. They've won 3 in a row, 7 of their last 8. And if pitching is the name of the game, well, pitching's the name of the game.
Well, especially the starters. They've been absolutely amazing. Ross Stripling, of course, yesterday, but it starts with Walker Buehler. These are names that are not Hill, Ryu, Kershaw. These are guys, Maeda coming in again. Stripling is doing the number. These starters have really led the way on this resurgent Dodger record. But tonight, Alex Wood will take the mound, and Alex will try and continue that tradition right now of great starting pitcher with the Dodgers. Got his first victory against Washington his last start. He's been dominant against these Padres, and in May, his curveball has almost been unhittable.
And Clayton Kershaw, a sim game today. When we come back, Alana Rizzo will tell you exactly how that all worked out. Lineups and first pitch coming up from Dodger Stadium Saturday night at Chavez Ravine. pitching has carried the day, and they're about to draw an ace out of their deck. Now let's go down on the field with Alana Rizzo, brought to you by El Pollo Loco.
All right, Charlie, thanks very much. Clayton Kershaw participating in a simulated game today. Went about 4 innings, 61 pitches, faced 4 different batters: Chase Utley, Cody Bellinger, Austin Barnes, as well as Kike Hernandez. Dave Roberts said that he looked pretty good coming out of it. They'll see how he feels tomorrow. Clayton Kershaw said he should be ready to go in 5 days. No official word from the Dodgers. Rich Hill also throwing a simulated game. Ended up giving up 2 home runs to Kike Hernandez, of course, still having that middle finger on his left hand covered. Went 2 innings. Next up for him, probably a bullpen and then another sim game, guys.
So we get ready for the second game of this 3-game series. Dodgers at 23 and 27, 3.5 behind the Colorado Rockies. The Padres tonight will have Jankowski leading off in left. He's hitting 3 1/4. Perella and Hosmer hitting third tonight. Villanueva's got a dozen home runs. Franmil Reyes, who has been hitting home runs by the bushel down at AAA in right field, batting fifth. Galvis, A.J. Ellis, the oldest catcher in the game these days. Manuel Margot in center field. Jordan Lyles pitching and batting ninth. And they're going to be facing Alex Wood, the 27-year-old left-hander.
Alex has had an outstanding May. Finally recorded his first victory of the year, but that hasn't been his fault. He could sue for lack of support from the bullpen and from the offense, but now with the Dodgers playing better, maybe he can string together some W's.
First pitch of the game to Jankowski. He fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Closed captioning tonight brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel. So it'll be Jankowski, Perella, and Hosmer. The Rockies are entertaining the Reds tonight after 3 in Denver, Colorado 2, and Cincinnati 1. The Dodgers trailing the Rockies by 3.5 as Jankowski tried to check his swing and went around, and Wood quickly ahead, 0-2. Alex Wood, 51 strikeouts, only 9 walks this year. Opponents hitting .229, and as Oral suggested, his record should be a whole lot better than just 1 4. Lack of support by and large. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Well, Dodger pitching, or perhaps Padre hitting, picking up where they left off last night. The Dodgers last night fanned 15 Padre hitters out of the 27 outs.
They are a swing and miss team. Even the guys that really only have warning track power and should be trying to go gap to gap don't really have a 2-strike approach other than swing and miss.
Jose Perella coming up. Perella's at .270. No home runs, 16 runs batted in. He's been struck out 46 times. The Padres coming into the game had been struck out 507 times this year, most in the National League. The average for a team of the 15 teams in the National League, 437. So they have struck out 70 more times than the average, and well ahead of San Francisco and Arizona. So that's a big issue for Andy Green's club. 1 ball, 1 strike to Perella. Big night last night, of course, for Ross Stripling. 1 run, 6 hits, 10 strikeouts in 6 2/3. Hosmer on deck. And it's 2-1.
It's interesting with the San Diego Padres and all the strikeouts. Their hitting coach, Mark McGuire, or one of their coaches, I know he's also bench coach, but he was a situational hitter even though he had a big swing. He understood the game and when to shorten up.
The 2-1. Fouled off to the right now to play 2-2. One other note about last night. 15 strikeouts, no walks by Dodger pitching. It was just the 9th time in the last 110 years where a Dodger team had struck out 15 batters and walked none of them. On 2-2. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the pitching has carried the Dodgers, winning 7 of their last 8. This after losing 9 of their previous 10. So the Dodgers creeping back to within 500. Perella on 3-2. At second base, Forsythe will throw him out.
First baseman number 30, Eric Hosmer.
Two gone. Hosmer coming up. Eric Hosmer, 268, leads the National League with 16 doubles, has hit well on the road. And just a picture perfect 66 degrees, sun beginning to set. Couldn't ask for a more perfect Saturday night here at Dodger Stadium. Wood delivers a strike, and it's 0-1. When Wood is right, what's he all about?
Down by the knees. He can go up the ladder like he did with Jankowski, but he wants to pitch down at the hollow of the knee.
No balls, 2 strikes.
His curveball has been absolutely outstanding here in May, and that's the big difference between the April numbers and the May numbers. In May, his ERA is 2.05. Breaking ball only being hit at a 115 clip.
And now on 0-2. Into left field. But there, fighting the lights, but making the catch is Jock Peterson. Perfect first for Alex Wood. Taylor, Muncy, and Turner will hit in the bottom of the first. Chris Taylor to lead it off for the Dodgers, and then you see Max Muncy next. Justin Turner making his 10th start at third base. Kemp's been red hot. Grandal the catcher. Bellinger in center. Forsythe at second base. Jock Peterson hitting 8th. Alex Wood pitching and batting 9th for manager Dave Roberts. His team heading in the right direction. Taylor at 237 with 6 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Here's Jordan Lyles. This is his 4th start of the year. He's 1-1, a 3.11 ERA. And the Dodgers have had the better of him. There's a fly ball to left field. And Taylor's just gotten the better of Lyles. A home run. Leadoff home run. Taylor's 7th home run of the year. And just like that, the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead.
Take a look at the Volkswagen replay. This game gets off with a bang. A cut fastball from Lyles that was high, was deep, and was just enough.
Well, the Dodgers take the 1-0 lead. Max Muncy coming up, and he fouls it off, and it's 0-1. Dodgers this year when scoring first, 21-7, and they're off to a big start tonight. Muncy at 234, takes high. So Chris Taylor with the leadoff home run. And Muncy with an instant ground ball to first, and that's Hosmer.
Third baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner coming up. His 10th start back. 278 with 5 runs batted in. Chase Utley on the pregame today was talking about the return of Turner and being inserted right in the middle of the lineup and the impact it has had on this Dodger offense.
And fantastic at bats and approach up there. Talking hitting also, and getting advice from somebody who's actively in the game is different than somebody who's on the DL, who's different from somebody getting it from a coach.
Turner fouls it off. The home run, by the way, for Chris Taylor, the 6th career leadoff home run.
Not only has Justin Turner stabilized the offense and filling in the 3-hole where he hit naturally last year.
Into center field, Margot makes the play. There's 2 gone. These days, nobody hotter than Matt Kemp.
27.
Oh, look at the Land Rover Performance Spotlight. The .486 average with runners in scoring position is the highest in Major League Baseball. Hitting .338, he's 3rd in the National League. Last night, he was 3 for 4. So Kemp, red hot, takes high and away. 1 ball and no strikes.
He has been leveraging the baseball no matter what the count, no matter what the pitch. He's hit the inside fastball very well this year.
And he has been killing the Padres.
His swing is so locked in, it doesn't matter what uniform they're in, but I'll tell you what, over the years he has killed the Padres. Almost a .600 average in the last 7 games.
1-1 with 2 out. He went around, not because he wanted to. That's Brian O'Nora, the first base umpire and the crew chief.
I think this is a check swing until he starts falling away, and then it gets called. That bat barely leaves his shoulder. That's a hard one to call a swing.
A ball and 2 strikes. Lyles lets up, and Kemp swings and misses. But Chris Taylor's 6th career leadoff home run, and the Dodgers take an early 1-0 lead. Chris Taylor's bat beginning to heat up. Cracked his 7th home run of the year, the 6th career leadoff home run. Dodgers have a 1-0 lead as we begin the 2nd inning. And here's Christian Villanueva with a dozen home runs. Power hitting rookie third baseman of the Padres takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Certainly an efficient first inning for Wood. Just a dozen pitches and struck out a batter. Villanueva, Reyes, and Galvis to hit for the Padres as we begin the 2nd. Whack foul, and it's 0-2.
Villanueva had the Dodgers number in the first series. He was 5 for 9 with a home run, but in the last 4 games, the Dodgers have figured out how to get him out. He's 0 for 15 with 6 Ks.
He may have also been a little bit nervous down in Monterey, playing in his hometown and home country. He and Fernando garnered most of the local attention. Now the 0-2. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. Second strikeout of the game for Alex Wood.
Howdy Pitchcast is going to take a look at this one, and so are we, and it is right there on the Dodger corner, not on the Padre corner, maybe not on the strike zone.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
One out. Franmil Reyes coming up. A giant of a man. And down on the farm, he was just hitting so many home runs. They said, we got to get a look at this guy. And so he's getting a chance. Takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. He's hitting .346 at the time of his call-up. And he takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, this Padre team is in the process of rebuilding, but they feel like they're finally putting all the pieces together in their farm system. They're very confident in as Reyes fouls it off. It's 2-1.
Eric Hosmer there has signed on to help this team grow and grow together. He'll be waiting for a lot of the young talent to hit their prime like he is in.
Well, in the case of Hosmer, he's got an 8-year deal. He best be patient. Franmil Reyes is a giant of a man. 6'5" and 275.
With 14 home runs in the minor leagues and 130 at bats, so it's a very good ratio that you want to see if it can produce at the big league level.
Also hitting .346. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did he go around? Nope. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Franchy Cordero, the left-handed power hitter of the Padres. He and Reyes grew up together, and Cordero's hit 10 home runs this year. He said, this guy Reyes is better than I am. As Wood gets angry with himself, a 1-out walk.
That .346 average you were mentioning in the minor leagues, he's a career .268 hitter, and you think about that's below, most of it below AAA, so he might have found something here this year.
Well, that's what they're all trying to figure out. As Freddie Galvis, veteran switch hitting shortstop, steps in. He's done well against Alex Wood. Galvis deep to left. If it stays fair, it is gone. It is gone. A home run. Chris Conroy, the third base umpire. Galvis with his 2nd home run of the year. And the Padres take a 2-1 lead.
Catcher, number 17, A.J. Ellis.
Well, the shock and the good start of Chris Taylor's home run. Now the shock and a good start in response. And Galvis, this 2-run shot does stay fair down the line.
For Galvis, his 2nd home run of the year. Wood needs a new ball. And now A.J. Ellis at 37. He's the oldest catcher in the game. Galvis, the former Philly. A.J.'s having a good year, hitting 300. 15 for 50. One ball and one strike. For most of those years with the Dodgers, he was essentially the personal catcher for Clayton Kershaw. The 1-1. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Of course, they became the best of friends. And speaking of Kershaw, the sim game today.
It went well for Clayton. He was happy how he came out of it. And of course, you always ask how's it going to be and what's the rest of the schedule. And it's always usually we'll see how he feels tomorrow or the next day. And then they'll make a determination of his schedule. But it seems like everything went well.
Time called by A.J. Ellis. It's 10 years ago last night that Kershaw made his major league debut. The 1-2 is just inside, 2-2. And it was 4 years ago last night that Josh Beckett pitched the no-hitter in Philadelphia. Ellis wasn't playing that night, but he got hurt. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Beckett about to finish up the no-hitter. He gets Utley. Drew Butera was the catcher. He threw his mask in the air. And then A.J. Ellis stepped on it and sprained an ankle. Wasn't exactly a happy anniversary for Ellis last night. 4 years ago, Beckett, the no-hitter. And of course, 10 years ago last night, Kershaw had his big league debut. And tonight, about 4 hours ago, he threw his simulated game. Roughly 4 innings, 60 pitches. A 3-2 is a line drive base hit into left field for A.J. Ellis.
Center fielder number 7, Manfred.
So Woods struck out Villanueva to begin the second inning, but he walked Reyes, surrendered the 2-run home run to Galvis, and A.J. Ellis with a line single to left. An easy first inning, a difficult second. Margot, who came from the Red Sox in the trade that sent Craig Kimbrell to Boston. No balls and 1 strike. On this Memorial Day, the 0-1 is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brian Knight calling balls and strikes tonight in his 10th big league season. This Memorial Day weekend, a special time for him. Brian's son, Kevin, is a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps, and he has served 5 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. On this Memorial Day weekend. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Manuel Margot.
Alex Wood likes to keep the ball down, likes to get the ground ball, and gets back to that, gets in the dugout. He knows the mistakes to Ellis and the home run ball were both up in the strike zone.
So the Padres with the 2-1 lead. Missing just outside, 3-2. So Wood scuffling a bit here in the second inning. But he takes care of business with Margot. That's the third strikeout of the game and the second of the second inning. And Jordan Lyles coming up.
Pitcher number 27, Jordan Lyles.
Fastball where he misses his location a little bit. One more in. Got the height right. Got it by him.
2 gone, and Jordan Lyles. He's been at bat 6 times, and he's been struck out 4 this year. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Lyles, 27, out of South Carolina. Drafted by the Astros. Supplemental first round back in 2008. From the Astros to the Rockies to the Padres. 1-1. Wood missing inside. 2 balls and a strike. Wood in search of his second win of the year. To short. Taylor will throw out the jogging Lyles, who will eventually get to first, and that he does. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left. 2-1 San Diego as we go to the bottom of the second. On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop ChooseNissan.com. And by Jack in the Box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box. Freddie Galvis, a 2-run home run in the top half of the second inning. Now the Dodgers have to play from behind with Yasmani Grandal, Cody Bellinger, and Logan Forsythe coming up. A 1-out walk to Franmil Reyes was the first walk Dodger pitching had given up in 44 batters. Next hitter, Galvis, hit the 2-run home run. Once upon a time, not so long ago, Yasmani Grandal was the catcher for the Padres, and he'd be traded to the Dodgers for Matt Kemp. Grandal at 255 takes a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Jazz is in a little mini slump, 0 for his last 11. But he does lead the club with 8 home runs.
Taking high and inside.
And really one of the main ingredients that has carried this offense through the first third of the year.
Now 3-1. Bellinger on deck and Forsythe to follow. Three and 2 at A.J. Ellis. Do I really need this at this age?
It feels a little different at 37 compared to 24 or 25.
What a solid career A.J. Ellis has had. Three and 2 to Grandal. For Lyles, his 19th pitch, and Grandal lofts it to the left and out of play. Grandal sat it out last night. And tonight, Austin Barnes on the bench. Can you go around? No. Leadoff walk for Grandal. Cody Bellinger coming up.
Center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger has struggled in May, hitting just 188. A solid April. Has fallen off in May, and in his career he's done well against the Padres. Cody takes inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Grandal, short lead. He's not going anywhere. Bellinger golfs it to the left. It's 1-1.
The league continues to pound Cody up and in. So much was made of the breaking balls in the dirt in the World Series and the playoffs. They thought that was going to be his hole, but we've gone away from the soft stuff down and in and more to the hard stuff inside.
And on 1-2. Hard stuff, but outside 2-2.
Some ways you either have to lay off the pitch or work your mechanics and your swing to a point where you can catch up and hit that pitch.
On 2-2. To the right side and a double play. So there's 2 out, and Bellinger's struggles in May continue. Varela to Galvis to Hosmer. Now Logan Forsythe coming up. Forsythe at 194. Came up with the Padres. End to the Rays, end to the Dodgers, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Jock Peterson on deck. In Denver tonight, the Reds have a 3-2 lead over the Rockies. They are playing in the 5th inning. Giants beat the Cubs today. And it's low and outside. Forsythe fouls it off. And the Diamondbacks lost again today. Shut out by the Athletics in Oakland 3-0. 2-2 to Forsythe. 2 out of the second. 2-1 San Diego. Lyles thought he had strike 3. So as nip and tuck as this National League Western Division is and appears to be going to be. The short right field. There's Reyes making the catch, and that's it. 2-1 San Diego. We go to the third. Top of the order for the Padres as we begin the top half of the third inning. They've got a 2-1 lead on the Freddie Galvis home run. Chris Taylor a solo home run. The Dodgers only run of the game. Jankowski a strikeout victim in his first at bat. Takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Jankowski a career .230 hitter. But at the moment he's at .320. Ball and a strike.
He's really shortened up his swing this year. Bat on the shoulder, not as big a stride, not as many movements at all. Simplifying, and looks like it's a little bit more precise.
Taking high and inside. And Jankowski has great speed. So if he gets on base, in fact, he's stolen 7 out of 9 this year. 2-1. 2-2. Jose Pirela on deck, and then Eric Hosmer to follow. Breaking ball, call strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Wood. It's the first out of the third. Now have a look at the Coors Banquet timeless moment. It was 3 weeks ago last night. The combined no-hitter. Buehler, Cingrani, Garcia, and Adam Libator.
They were outstanding. Not pictured there, Yasmani Grandal, who was the catcher behind the plate.
No. And Walker Buehler, he's going tomorrow. Wood takes high and away, 1 ball and no strikes, and they did it through the rain, the park, and other things. Now tomorrow, Buehler's going to be making his 7th start already. 2 balls and no strikes. And so it's not too far from now that Clayton Kershaw is going to get back into the rotation. There's a line drive right into the glove of Turner. 2 gone.
Well struck, and then
A very good glove action. You see Justin got a good read on that before he really moved the glove.
2 gone, and Hosmer coming up. Hosmer flied to left in his first at bat. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. First inning was free and easy for Alex Wood. He struggled through the second. And now 2 outs into the third as Hosmer takes inside. Christian Villanueva is on deck. The 1-1. Off the glove of Wood. Can Turner throw him out? Yes, he can. The pinball wizard. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after 2.5. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time, so for the next few minutes, pop flies and outfield flies could be a bit of a problem as the ball tends to blend into that sky. With Jock Peterson leading off in the bottom of the third. Peterson takes a strike, and it's 0-1. It'll be Peterson, Alex Wood, and then Chris Taylor. Up and in. 1-1. Jock at 248, a home run and 15 runs batted in. He takes a strike. 1-2.
This is the first time this year that Jock has hit in the 8th spot, but it is his most used spot in all his big league career as far as starting. 92 times has he hit down in number 8. I was surprised to read that.
Takes low, 2-2.
I thought it would have been leadoff, but only 83 games he started as the leadoff hitter.
Well, Dave Roberts, this is the 51st game, and he's used 50 different lineups. The 2-2. Peterson down on strikes.
Number 57, Alex
MLB
Wood.
at Bat is your #1 Dodger app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Dodgers home screen icons, features such as MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today.
Alex Wood takes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wood is 0 for 17. He has been struck out 12 times. That is 1-1. Throws left, bats right. And it's 2-1. Wood takes a strike, and it's 2-2. On 2-2, Alex Wood takes call, strike 3. Third strikeout for Lyles. 2 out, nobody on. That brings up
Number 3.
Chris Taylor. And a look at Carl's cam. Replay him. The leadoff home run is 7th of the year. Gave the Dodgers an early 1-0 lead. But in the second inning, after the 1-out walk to Reyes, Freddie Galvis, a 2-run home run down the line in left. So Taylor with 7 home runs now. That was his 6th career leadoff home run. And he drills one fair. Headed toward the left field corner. It actually kicks off the sidewall. But Taylor is so fast, he arrives at second base with a 2-out double.
Couple of pieces of the cycle here tonight in the first 2 at bats, and he does have the wheels to get a triple, so that might be in the equation later in the game. Chris Taylor with a home run now and a double. Always good when the top of your order is functioning.
Taylor has 4 triples this year. He's 2nd in the National League. Nope, we'll see. Max Muncy coming up. He bounced to first in his first at bat. 2 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Jordan Lyles to strike, 0-1 in search of his 2nd win of the year. It's his 17th appearance, only his 4th start. So he's been up, down, in, out. 38 innings, 36 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting right around 200 against him. But they are hoping for more consistency out of Lyles, who delivers high. And it's 1-1. 2 starts ago, he took a perfect game into the 8th inning.
His kryptonite's been the home run ball. The home run from Taylor was the 6th he's given up this year. Of the 15 runs he's given up, 10 of them have come by the home run.
1 ball and 1 strike. The speedy Taylor, the tying run at second, as Muncy takes a strike. It's 1-2. Muncy with 5 home runs and 15 runs batted in. He's batted leadoff a couple of times this year. For Dave Roberts. 1-2. Chopped to first. Easy play for Husmer. But Muncy sprinting every step. No runs and a hit. We'll go to the 4th. Padres 2-1.
Stadium as it is Memorial Day weekend. Many people having a 3-day weekend. Time now for your Wells Fargo look ahead. Tomorrow it's the Junior Dodgers, Fidget Spinner, and Viva Los Dodgers. Viva Los Dodgers returning. Monday versus the Phillies, it's the Memorial Day apron. There's also going to be several pre-game ceremonies. Remember, the game time is at 5:10 versus 7:10. And on Wednesday against the Phillies, that guy right there gets a bobblehead. Chris Taylor bobblehead, guys.
Alana couldn't be better timing with his leadoff home run and double tonight. We begin the fourth. Padres with a 2-1 lead. As Villanueva took a call third strike in his first at bat. Reyes on deck and Galvis with the 2-run home run in the second hits third. Wood misses high and outside. It's 2-0. Of the 52 pitches thrown by Wood to this point, 30 strikes and 22 balls. He has struck out 4 and walked 1. Villanueva foul tips it, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Alex is a little up so far tonight. I'd like to get the ball down a lot lower. That breaking ball right there was almost a hanger.
2-2 to Villanueva. You don't want to be hanging curveballs to that fella. Leads the Padres with 12 home runs. He's played 55 big league games dating back to last year. And he is down on strikes, the 5th strikeout for Wood. I was going to mention it is Villanueva exit stage right. In 55 games, 16 home runs, so about a third of the way through. He can hit him out. He can also be struck out. Franmil Reyes coming up. That's 6'5" and 275, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball, the upper reaches of the strike zone. It's 0-2. At AAA this year, he was hitting .346 with 14 home runs. That's why he was called up. Foul back and out of play.
He's about to turn 23 years old, so you see somebody that big and you think, oh, he must be an older guy that's just finding his way, but he was a young man when he was signed in 2012.
He walked in his first at-bat and come around to score on the Galvis home run. Takes it inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside. And it's 2-2.
I mean, I always thought that like somebody like David Ortiz was huge, and David was 6'3", 230, 240. Reyes 6'5", 275 is a big man.
On 2-2 with a big swing, comes up empty. That's a 6th strikeout for Wood, and the second out of the 4th.
Number 13, Freddie Galvis.
Alex with an outstanding changeup right there.
And here's Freddie Galvis coming up. Galvis, a switch hitter, did a home run down the left field line in his first at bat, and he has enjoyed his meetings with Alex Wood. Inside, right down the line.
That ball, he kind of got underneath a ball that was just above the knees, and those swings, looking for launch angle.
Here's the 1-0 to shortstop. Taylor makes it look easy. 1-2-3 inning as Wood made it look easy. He's retired 8 straight. 2-1 San Diego.
Join T-Mobile in showing appreciation for all military by sharing a photo or video with the hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Chases the famed mascot down.
The 4th inning. Kenley going through his regiment before coming into a pitch later on in the night.
Yeah, that pregame ritual of his game doesn't usually start till about the 7th or 8th inning, depending on if Dave Roberts is going to use him to get down to the bullpen.
And no lines. Turner takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner flied to center in his first at bat. Boy, Kenley has really turned it around. Turner to deep left field. He has just left the yard. His first home run of the year goes into the Dodger bullpen and ties the score at 2.
Take a look at the Morongo Casino slow-mo cam, and it's hard to slow this man down. The swing is gorgeous. The ball is a pellet as it leaves here and lands in the bullpen. Justin's first of the year, but remember, he hasn't been here all year, so that's doing real well.
It traveled 409 feet, landing in the Dodger bullpen. Matt Kemp bangs a base hit into center. Matt Kemp has been killing the Padres. 1 for 2 tonight. He is now 16 for his last 28 against them.
Another bullet, just a line drive, just a measly line drive right up the middle for a base hit.
Yasmani Grandal coming up. The Dodgers have hit 12 home runs in their last 7 games. There's a strike. 0-1 to Yasmani Grandal. Justin Turner, he is back, showing no ill effects from the broken wrist. The Dodgers beginning to show some power. And of course, when you lose your number 3 hitter for 40 games, Turner Ward has a lot of work to do with Chris Taylor, who hit the leadoff home run, sitting right next to him.
Everyone on the team is behind their pace other than Yasmani Grandal when it comes to home run production.
The 1-2 into right. It's deep and it's high off the wall. Kemp will go to third. Grandal will hold at first. Grandal didn't miss a home run by but a foot or two.
His 8 home runs lead the team, and this one is very close to getting out here. A little bit of top spin or knuckle spin that he put on this one. Not as much back spin as he would like, but boy, he likes the way he hit it. Matt Kemp did a nice job once he saw Reyes' numbers of getting over there to third base.
Turner a home run. Kemp a line single to center, and Grandal hits one off the wall. We're talking about the up and down nature of Jordan Lyles this year. This inning, a sample. Bellinger, a little roller up the third base line. Lyles has to hurry and just gets Bellinger by a step. Kemp stays put at third. Grandal goes to second on the play.
Well, Matt Kemp made a pretty good decision, I think, on staying there. Lyles would have come home. Being a right-handed pitcher, been a very easy play for him to toss that ball home. Yes, it's a tag play at the plate, but if there's enough time to get Cody Bellinger, who runs very well, there was enough time to get Matt Kemp.
So the Dodgers have second and third with 1 out. And Forsythe coming up. Forsythe fly to right in his first at-bat. The Dodgers have tied it at 2 with a run here in the bottom of the 4th. Forsythe takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Jock Peterson on deck. Solo home runs for the Dodgers by Taylor and Turner. Talk about TNT. The 0-1. It's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Forsythe at 192. 14 for 73. He's got runners at second and third and 1 out. Kemp at third, Grandal at second. Forsythe to the right side, through into right field for a base hit. Kemp will score. Grandal will be held at third, and the Dodgers take a 3-2 lead. Forsythe finds a space on the right side.
Hit as hard as a few of the other balls in this inning, but Logan finds a hole, gets himself an RBI, and sets up the first and third 1-out situation. Jordan Lyles has been in trouble because of the home run ball, but now some singles have piled up on him.
Matt Kemp continues to be red hot. Aaron Balsley is out. Talking to Lyles and the entire infield. Forsythe with the single to right had been 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position until he found the seam on the right side. Dodgers with 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Peterson with runners at the corners. He struck out in his first at bat. Peterson to the right side. Oh, look at the play by Perella. He's able to throw out Peterson. In to score is Grandal. Dodgers pick up another run and now lead it 4-2. Jose Perella, spectacular play. Peterson gets the fielder's choice RBI.
Number 57, Alex.
Now 4-3. You're out, and RBI coming home. We're all able to reach that one. Forsythe found the hole over there. Jocks was hit harder.
2 out and Wood coming up. So the Dodgers with 3 in the 4th. Lyles missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Even as Lyles has been cuffed around here in the 4th inning. Nothing doing in the Padre bullpen. And there may be a reason for that. As Wood fouls it off to the right. Their starter tomorrow is been tentatively identified as TBD, to be determined. So it's going to be a bullpen game tomorrow. They are hoping to get some length out of Lyles tonight. Well, while he's getting beaten pretty good here in the 4th inning, Andy Green is thinking about tomorrow as much as he is tonight, as Wood takes a strike, 1-2.
Because of San Diego's 2 runs, the game's still tight enough that if he can get some distance out of his starter, he not only protects tomorrow, but might get him closer to the end where he can use his positive pieces in the bullpen.
Wood strikes out. That ends the inning. 4 strikeouts for Lyles. Justin Turner began this 3-run 4th with his first home run of the year. Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by BMW. See a Southern California BMW Center today for exceptional offers or visit SoCalBMW.com.
We are back here at Dodger Stadium, top of the 5th, and Alex Wood is receiving some support. That is headline news. 2.5 just moved from 2.4 with the production tonight, but he has had low run support and probably should have 4 or 5 victories already this year. But in his last start, it was his 10th start and just got his first victory.
So Justin Turner, his first home run of the new year, at least for him. This is the 50th game for the Dodgers, actually their 51st. Chris Taylor began the Dodger first inning with a home run. It was his 6th career leadoff home run. Here's A.J. Ellis, who singled to left in his first at bat. Dodgers 4-2. Looking for their 4th consecutive win and their 8th in the last 9 against a team they have dominated now for years. Inside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Since 2011, so you're talking 7 years, the Dodgers are 90-48 against the Padres. That is the best record by one team against another team in baseball over the last 7 years. The Nationals have had their way with the Mets. The Braves have had their way with the Marlins, but nothing like the way the Dodgers at 90-48 against San Diego since 2011. And A.J. Ellis has hit one into the Dodger bullpen, where he did so much work at the receiving end. His first home run of the year, and the Padres move back to within 1. It's 4-3.
Number 7, Manuel Margot.
AJ's always been known for his ability to manage a pitching staff, and picks on a hanging breaking ball that in the past he would call for the Dodgers and make sure it would get it down, but hitting that ball with a lot of power and a nice swing.
Second home run given up by Wood as Margot slaps one past Turner into the left field corner. So Wood had a perfect first inning, gave up a couple of runs and a couple of hits in the second, was perfect in the third and the fourth, and now here in the fifth, a leadoff home run to Ellis and a slashing double from Manuel Margot. Dodgers 4-3. And Jordan Lyles has one sacrifice bunt this year. Fouls it off, and it's 0-1. So Muncy come sprinting in from first base, as Turner would prefer to hold back in case there's the possibility of a play at third base. Glenn Hoffman, Padre third base coach. 0-1. Mission accomplished by Lyles as Wood fires a strike to first. Margot goes to third, 1 gone.
The fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Now Jankowski coming up. It's 4-3. 1 out, 1 on in the fifth. A 1-run game. And Dave Roberts going to bring the infield in. Jankowski has struck out twice tonight. Margot at third base, very fast runner. And a fly ball into left. Peterson's there to make the catch. Here comes Margot. Here's a throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate. What a throw by Jock Peterson. Getting the speedy Margot to end the inning. What a throw by Jock Peterson. Wow. Marco. Jock Peterson, his third outfield assist of the year. A perfect throw to nail the speedy Manuel Margot. And that ended the inning. A spectacular play turned in by Peterson. Now here's Chris Taylor leading it off in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Puig has 4 assists. Now Peterson's got 3. And Taylor 2 for 2 tonight. A home run and a double. As Taylor tried to check his swing, went around, 0-2. It wasn't the deepest fly ball, but on the other hand, Margot is so fast. And Jock uncorked a laser-like seed to the plate. 0-2 to third base. Villanueva picks it up and just does throw him out.
First baseman, Max Muncy.
Muncy coming up. Dodgers with a 1-run lead. Two home runs for the Dodgers. Taylor and Turner, who's on deck. And for San Diego, Freddie Galvis, a 2-run shot in the second. A solo blast for A.J. Ellis in the top half of the fifth. Muncy on 0-2. Slices it down the left field line and into the stands. How about Jock Peterson?
Well, made a nice play on that humpback liner, and the fact that it wasn't hit that well, that allowed him to stay behind the ball. And forget about the cutoff man in that situation. Go ahead and get it to home plate as quick as you can, low or high, it doesn't matter. He airmailed it right there to Yasmani.
On 0-2, Muncy drills a base hit into right center field. Muncy's going to take a big turn and he'll hold on.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
Now Justin Turner coming up in his last at bat, his first home run of the year.
Beautiful swing. Never in a rush. Always in rhythm.
JT at 289 now. This is his 10th start. 1 out, 1 on in the bottom half of the fifth. Four runs and 7 hits for the Dodgers. We mentioned it earlier. Tomorrow is going to be a bullpen game for the Padres. So they're trying to keep their bullpen from being overly taxed tonight because they got a whole lot of work to do tomorrow. Turner takes inside, and it's 2-1.
It'll be fun to watch Walker Buehler against the Padres with their propensity to strike out and his ability to strike people out.
Of course, he was the first of the 4 Dodger pitchers that put that no-hitter together in Monterey 3 weeks and a night ago. Now 3-1 to Turner with Matt Kemp on deck. Former teammates A.J. Ellis, Justin Turner. On 3-1. Turner takes a walk, and the Dodgers have first and second with 1 out. Second walk given up by Lyles.
Right field, Manfred.
Now here comes Kemp. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he continues to just torment the Padres. He's 16 for his last 28 against them. With 4 home runs, 12 runs batted in. He's 1 for 2 tonight and a run scored. To center field, that's Margot. Tagging is Muncy. Goes halfway and retreats. 2 out.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Grandal coming up. He's walked, singled, and scored a run. Dodgers in search of their 4th consecutive win and their 8th in their last 9. Rockies are hitting in the bottom of the 7th, and the Reds are leading them in Denver. There's a line drive foul, and it's 0-1 to Yasmani Grandal. Reds 6, Rockies 4 in the bottom half of the 7th in Denver. Giants won today. So if the Reds beat the Rockies and the Dodgers win this one here, the Dodgers will be back to within 2.5 of first place. Not quite 3 weeks ago, there were 9 back. On 0-1, Grandal takes inside, 1-1. When play began on May the 9th, the Dodgers were 9 behind Arizona. Grandal takes inside, 2-1. Tyler Webb is warming up in the San Diego bullpen. One of 3 lefties for Andy Green. The 2-1. Grandal takes low and outside, 3-1. The left-handed hitting Bellinger is on deck. And so Webb presumably is getting warm for Bellinger. There's 2 out. And the 3-1 pitch. 3-2 to Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani was cheating on a fastball, just got one in a location he didn't want, but continued on with the swing.
Grandal, 8 home runs, 28 runs batted in, with Muncy leading off second, Turner off first. There they go. Here it comes. Low and inside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded.
Lyles thought this was a strike, and a pitch prior he thought was a strike. He didn't get either one, and I don't think either one was a strike.
Well, the lefty Tyler Webb continues to warm. Andy Green continues to stay in the dugout. And he's going to go with Lyles and Bellinger. Cody is 0 for 2. And he takes a ball. Now A.J. Ellis is going to go out and try to calm the frayed nerves of Jordan Lyles. Bellinger is 0 for 4 this year with the bases loaded. and hitting .200 with runners in scoring position. Muncy, Turner, and Grandal at third, second, and first. The Dodgers with a chance to blow it open here. Bellinger takes outside, 2-0.
A.J. Ellis is fighting for his pitcher now. They've had some borderline calls not go their way. Now they've had some borderline calls that they're upset about.
Bases are loaded. 2 balls, no strikes. Bellinger takes ball 3. And you get a sense Lyles' head's going to blow up in a minute.
Dodgers are doing a great job taking those pitches. Grandal did it. Now Bellinger's doing it.
3 balls and no strikes. Bellinger takes a strike. 3-1. Bellinger has 1 for his last 13. Dodgers leading it 4-3 with 2 out in the bottom of the 5th. Lyles wants a new battery of signs. On 3-1. The count is now full.
Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers!
Big crowd on this Saturday night Memorial Day weekend. Dodgers in search of their 4th straight win. Bellinger looking to burst out of his slump. 3-2. There go the runners. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 4. Dodgers take a 5-3 lead. Muncy trots home. Now Andy Green is going to come and get Lyles, who is beside himself with the calls or no calls that he received or didn't receive from Brian Knight. Been a long night for Lyles as the Dodgers now lead it 5-3.
Seager as he begins his rehab process after having Tommy John surgery. Plus, Seager is mic'd up in the dugout during a Dodgers win over the Rockies. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers, presented by Cadillac, Friday after the postgame show on Sportsnet LA.
Tough night at the office for Jordan Lyles. 89 pitches, 5 earned runs, 4 walks. Walked in a run here in the 5th inning. Who's in, who's out, brought to you by In-N-Out Burger. It is Lyles who's out. Tyler Webb, the Dodgers saw him in that 12-inning game down in San Diego last month. And he gave up 3 runs in the 12th inning and took the loss. He had just come over from Milwaukee and didn't make such a great first impression. For the Dodgers, he did just fine. Now here's Forsythe. No balls on a strike. The bases are loaded. The run is in. And now Webb misses outside. A.J. Ellis with a home run in the top of the 5th. Dodgers come back with a run here in the bottom half and a chance to blow it open as Forsythe takes inside. 2-1. A Muncy single and 3 walks, giving the Dodgers the run here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Turner at 3rd, Grandal at 2nd, Bellinger at 1st. Three and 1.
Forsythe is not one to chase. He's going to have to throw a couple pitches in the strike zone.
Lyles gives up 4 walks, and Webb is a ball away from walking in another run. Now 3-2. So the runners will be running. It's a full count with 2 out. Forsythe strikes out. Webb comes in and gets the job done. The Dodgers play to run on 1 hit, 3 walks, 3 left. Dodgers lead it 5-3 as we head to the 6th.
at 7-10 and take home a Chris Taylor bobblehead celebrating his NLCS co-MVP award, courtesy of Pirelli. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Well, we'll get our first look at the Fightin' Phils. Off to a surprisingly good start under Gabe Kapler. Here's Pirelli leading off and taking a strike, 0-1. 3 runs and 4 hits given up by Alex Wood. He has struck out 6, walked 1, and given up a couple of home runs. Pirelli 0 for 2. 1-1. Your assessment to this point of Wood and his performance?
It's not his best, it's not his worst, and he is battling, and that's what you love about Alex Wood. He's continuing to throw all 3 of his pitches. Not always his best location, but he's fighting through this, and in some ways he deserves to have a little bit of a rocky outing and get a W.
He's got a 5-3 lead to work with. He's used to getting less than 3 runs per game to work with, so he's living large.
Yep, and he's looking not only at that run support he's gotten tonight, but he needs to get a little bullpen support. The guys that have come in behind him in a few of his games have not really kept it up.
Pedro Baez warming in the Dodger pen. Hosmer on deck. Villanueva to follow. Wood's 74th pitch. Lined into right field for a base hit. Pirelli goes the other way. Leadoff single to right in the 6th inning. Baez is ready when needed. Hosmer is 0 for 2. The Dodgers are leading it 5-3. Bottom of the 8th in Colorado. The Reds lead the Rockies 6-4. Hosmer swings and misses. It's 0-1. The Phillies beat the Blue Jays 2-1. And we'll see the Phillies 4 games Monday through Thursday of the coming week. And the Dodgers hit the road. Hosmer fouls it back, 0-2. And the Phillies, with their win today, are 29-20. Atlanta lost, and so the Phils are in first place in the East by a half a game. Hosmer is down on strikes. That's a 7th strikeout for Wood, and the first out of the 6th.
Third baseman Christian Villanueva.
Alex is going to stay in there. Dave Roberts is not moving. Skipper is showing some confidence in his starter.
Well, Villanueva, as he steps in, has been struck out twice tonight by Wood. 0-1. "15 Padres were struck out last night. 7 by Wood so far tonight. To center field. Back goes Taylor at the wall, and it's gone. Christian Villanueva hits his 13th home run of the year, and the Padres have evened the score at 5.
Right fielder Franmil Reyes.
This young man, over the course of his career, no matter where he is, a slump or hot, you're going to have to respect his power. Goes down. That ball is a ball away, It's just above the knee, but it is wide, and he shows how strong he is by reaching out and pulling that to left center. Almost one-hands it out of here.
So Wood gives up his third home run of the night. He leaves with the score tied at 5, and Pedro Baez is on his way in. Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Alex Wood, 5 runs, 6 hits, 79 pitches, 7 strikeouts, and a walk. He served up 3 home runs tonight, and he leaves the game. Dodgers and Padres tied at 5 as Pedro Baez comes in for his 24th appearance of the year. Well, Christian Villanueva was struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats against Alex Wood, and then the home run over the wall in center. Franmil Reyes coming up. He has walked, scored a run, and has been struck out. And it's no balls and 1 strike to Reyes. In 5 1/3 tonight, Wood had 3 good innings, 3 perfect innings. The other 2, not so much. Baez on 0-1. Into center field. Bellinger is there. Even though that was a fly ball to center, that was a loud fly ball.
It was a powerful swing.
Freddie Galvis.
Really strong hands and a quick bat. It's going to be interesting to watch him.
And now 2 out. And Freddie Galvis, who had a 2-run home run off Wood back in the 2nd inning, stepping in. Galvis 1 for 2. Slaps it foul. Well, coming into the game, the Dodger pitching in winning 7 of 8 was lights out. The starters a 1.22 ERA. The bullpen 1.63. Rick Honeycutt, Dodger pitching coach for a decade now. 1-1. But tonight, Alex Wood was a tough night at the office. 1-1 to Galvis. It's inside. Two balls, one strike, two out, two in, and we are tied at 5 in the top half of the 6th. Bellinger's there. That's going to do it. So Baez faces two batters. They each fly to Bellinger. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We got a new game. Tied at 5.
By the Dodgers, 2 solo shots, 3 home runs on the other side by the Padres. They are getting some production from the top of the order. Maybe Cody Bellinger will start to pitch in, other than the RBI walk here later in the game, and put the Dodgers on top.
Last night, these two teams combined for 5 runs and 11 hits, and tonight 10 runs and 13 base hits, and the score is tied at 5. Jock Peterson 0 for 2, a fielder's choice RBI, and a spectacular throw to the plate from left field, getting Manuel Margot to end the 5th inning. As Peterson fouls it off to the left, and it's 0-1. Kike Hernandez on deck, and he's going to pinch hit for Baez. Got Daniel Hudson warming up in the Dodger bullpen. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Dodgers, 5 runs and 6 hits for the Padres. There's Hudson. Statistically, the Padres have a stronger bullpen with Craig Stammen warming up than the Dodgers do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Padre bullpen has a 3.14 earned run average, 4th best in the league. The Dodgers at 4.11, but it has gotten better in the last couple of weeks. So it is now a battle of the bullpens as we begin the bottom half of the 6th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball. On this Memorial Day weekend, teams around MLB are wearing, instead of their familiar team colors, the camouflage. Memorial Day weekend. The 2-2. the shortstop Galvis. First out of the 6th.
Bench hitting for the Dodgers. Number 14, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez is coming up. And with that, a double switch. Matt Caesar will be coming into the game. And Craig Stammen will be coming in out of the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. We're tied at 5. From left field to right, Matt Caesar will take over in left field. And the new pitcher, Craig Stammen, having a great year. His 23rd appearance, and opponents are hitting .211 against him. It's going to be Kike Hernandez now pinch hitting for Pedro Baez. Kike with a home run last night. Hit cleanup last night. He hit his 7th home run of the season. 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. One ball, no strikes to Kike Hernandez. So the two managers will be playing some chess from now till the end of the game. 2 balls, no strikes to Hernandez. Dodgers still have 3 players on the bench. Daniel Hudson warming in the Dodger pen. He'll pitch the 7th inning. And Hernandez to center field. Margot sprinting in. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out.
Shortstop, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Now here's Taylor, who has homered and doubled tonight. Taylor's bat beginning to perk up. The home run, his 7th of the year, was the 6th of his career as a leadoff home run.
Last couple days being slipped back into the leadoff role. Dave Roberts has talked about how comfortable he would be to have Chris up there all the time. They had to move him down in the order a little bit to kind of regroup.
Taylor returned to the leadoff spot on Wednesday. Walked twice, got hit by a pitch. 0 for 3 and walked and scored a run last night, and tonight a home run and a double. One and 2 to Chris Taylor.
Mainly fastball slider Taylor will see from Stamen. He can top out about 93 miles an hour.
On 1 and 2, Taylor drills one to center. Is this his second home run of the night? No, against the wall. Margot makes the catch. Close, but no cigar. Crashing into the wall. Margot with a perfectly timed leap. Nissan tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Walker Buehler will be getting the start for the Dodgers. Be a bullpen performance tomorrow for the Padres. And the Phillies are in for 4. Note the start time on Thursday at 4:30. After that game, the Dodgers will fly up to Denver and visit with the Rockies up there for the first time this year. Here's Daniel Hudson, his 13th appearance. And he'll be facing A.J. Ellis, who's 2 for 2 tonight and hit a home run back in the 5th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. So it's going to be a bullpen game for the Padres tomorrow. And tonight, it's a bullpen matchup between these two clubs down the stretch. Tied at 5 as Ellis fouls it off to the right. And it's 1-1. Scott Alexander is warming up now. That's pitching coach, bullpen coach, Mark Pryor behind him. That's a second pitch that's come in on Ellis.
Daniel Hudson on 4 days rest between outings. Letting the ball go, and it's got a little extra velocity, and AJ doesn't like that up around the coconut.
2 balls and a strike. Ellis beginning the 7th. There's a strike at 95. 2-2. Manuel Margot is on deck, and then Matt Caesar. Ellis on 2-2. Ellis with the home run has extra base hits in 5 of his last 7 games. Now it's 3-2. Hudson to right. And there's Kemp. First out of the 7th inning.
Center fielder Manuel Margot.
Now Manuel Margot coming up. He has doubled and has been struck out. Last licks for the Rockies up in Colorado. The Reds are leading the Rockies 6-5. Outside and low, 1 ball, no strikes. Arizona lost yet again. Hudson, the 3rd Dodger pitcher of the night. Margot, big rip. In the last 10 games, the Dodgers have gone 7-3. Colorado's gone 5-5. Arizona 2-8. The 1-1. So all of the teams in the Western Division still trying to find their sea legs.
And on the short term, it looks like the Dodgers are really starting to put it together. The rough outing by Alex Wood tonight, but the rotation has been outstanding. The bullpen is starting to patch it together in a big way. Kenley Jansen is definitely on a roll.
On 1-2. To the right side of the infield, and that's Forsythe. Kenley Jansen hasn't given up a run in his last 9 appearances. On the year, he's got 11 saves, 8 of them this month. So Kenley's back in the saddle, and here's Matt Caesar. Came in part of a double switch. Hudson. A weak swing by Caesar. Jankowski is on deck. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodgers 5-2 on the year against the Padres. In the last 7-8 years, they have dominated. There's the 1-1 up the middle. Forsythe can't make the play. Did a good job just getting to it, and Caesar easily beats the throw.
Daniel Hudson pulls his bare hand back on this one, but I'm not sure he would have even been able to snag it. And Logan doesn't have much of a chance when he ends up on the shortstop side of the bag with the backhand.
Well, Dave Roberts is coming out. Scott Alexander's been warming up. The left-handed hitting Travis Jankowski is coming up. Thus the pitching change. 2 out, 1 on, 7th inning. Tied at 5.
Day off tomorrow by attending Viva Los Dodgers. Plus, kids 14 and under tomorrow will receive a Junior Dodgers fidget spinner. Then on Monday, the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Memorial Day apron, perfect for your next barbecue. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Meanwhile, in Denver, the Rockies left the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th, and the Reds hung on to beat them 6-5. So if the Dodgers can win this game tonight, they're tied at 5 with 2 out. Matt Caesar at first base. Travis Jankowski to hit against Scott Alexander. The Dodgers can move to within 2.5 games of first place. Who saw that one coming this soon? They were 9 back less than 3 weeks ago. Jankowski tonight is 0 for 3. Each team 5 runs and 7 hits. Caesar's at first base. Alexander on in relief of Hudson. And Jankowski gets hit by a pitch.
When the bullpen has struggled, it's been walks and hit batters. They don't give the free passes. They've done very, very well. Their Achilles heel has been free passes, either like this or by the walk.
Jose Perella coming up. Caesar decent speed at second base. Jankowski great speed at first base. And Perella with a hit in 3 at-bats tonight. .310 with runners in scoring position. Takes high, 1 ball, no strikes. In the last 8 games in which the Dodgers have won 7, the bullpen ERA 163. Up the middle, into center field for a base hit. Caesar comes in to score. Big turn for Perella, and the Padres take a 6-5 lead.
First baseman number 30, Eric Hosmer.
Couple balls like this have burnt the Dodgers in this inning, sandwiched between a hit batter, bounders to the shortstop side that find their way to the outfield or find their way into Logan Forsythe's glove for an infield hit. They plate one.
So now the Dodgers trailing by 1. The Padres runners at the corners. And Eric Hosmer, their best player, stepping in. Hosmer is 0 for 3 tonight. Lefty against lefty. Hosmer to second base. Forsythe picks it up and throws him out, and that ends the inning. But a 2-out single to center by Jose Perella has given the Padres a 6-5 lead at the 7th inning stretch. Mercedes-Benz brings you the pitching preview. Tomorrow it's going to be Walker Buehler making his 7th start. He last faced the Padres 3 weeks ago last night. The first of 4 to pitch the combined no-hitter along with Cingrani, Garcia, and Libator. The Padres are going to go with their entire bullpen tomorrow. And because Sergio Romo is not available, we have no idea who's going to start. Max Muncy leads off in the bottom half of the 7th. And the Dodgers are now down 6-5. Muncy fouls it back, and it's 0-2. He is 1 for 3. It'll be Muncy, Turner, and Matt Kemp to hit here in the 7th inning. Padres lead it by 1, and the count is 0-2. Muncy. It's low and inside. The veteran Craig Stammen having a terrific season. He inside. 2-2. Stammen is 33. Came up with the Nationals. This is his 2nd year with the Padres. A 12th round pick by Washington. The 2-2 is low and inside. 3-2. Back in 2005, he was hardly the overnight success. Took him nearly 5 years to get to the Nationals. Career ERA of 3.8. And now the 3-2. That's Hosmer with the flip to Stammen. 1 out in the 7th inning.
Third baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner coming up. Turner 1 for 2, hit a home run into the Dodger bullpen back in the 4th inning. His first home run of the year. This is his 10th start. No balls and 1 strike. There's A.J. Ellis. Takes one off the mask.
We've had some long chats in Justin's at-bats. See Justin smiling in his last at-bat, and here giving A.J. a little time, and looks like he's got a little grin there.
It's like a fighter in the ring who takes one right between the eyes and then he smiles. I'm not hurt. You know deep down he is. Inside, 1-1.
When A.J. was traded away from the Dodgers, in some of his parting interviews, he said this is Justin's team now, talking about the leadership in the locker room.
He handed the baton to Turner. The 1-1 to third. Tough hop. Villanueva throws it away into the camera well, and so Turner will go to second base. That hop just ate him up.
This right here is the one that gets him right off the midsection. When he picks it up, doesn't look like he gets any kind of a grip on it, and that ball slips out early. It's a wild pitch from third base.
Dodgers now the tying run in scoring position. And their hottest hitter, Matt Kemp, stepping in. Kemp leads the majors, hitting with runners in scoring position. 486. 1 for 3 and a run scored tonight. No balls and 1 strike to Matt Kemp. You get a sense now that Kemp is probably enjoying the game now more than he ever has.
I said it the other night, he's very comfortable in his own skin now.
He's back with the franchise that he grew up with. He's got all the money he needs. We were chatting today. He said, now it's 33. He said, now it's all about wins. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2. For bookkeeping purposes, with Turner at second base, 2 errors on the play. Villanueva says thanks a lot. Bobbled it and then threw it away. 0-2 to Kemp. Grandal on deck. Stammen delivers. One ball and 2 strikes to Matt Kemp. In 2011, Kemp hit .324 with 39 home runs and 126 runs batted in. The 1-2. We'll do it again. That was on to San Diego in 2015. And then Atlanta. And now back home with the team for whom he broke in 2006. One ball, 2 strikes as Turner leads from second with 1 out. Stammen gets him on the slider down and away. There's 2 gone.
Catcher number 9.
Haven't seen too much of this year. Stemming a late breaking slider, firm and perfect position. That Kemp just not able to spoil it.
And now Yasmani Grandal coming up. Turner still at second base with 2 gone in this one-run game. To center field, Margot is there. That'll do it. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, 1 left. We'll go to the 8th. Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Dodgers presented by your Southern California Ford dealers.
All right, thanks, Charlie. It's been a back-and-forth game on this Saturday night at Dodger Stadium, and the Dodgers and Padres, Jerry, combining for 5 homers in this game.
Doing a pretty good ball game. I'm looking for an epic comeback.
Dodgers have already come back once in this game. They need to do it again to pull out a win here tonight.
Josh Fields now on in relief for the Dodgers as we head to the 8th, and it's a 1-run game. Fields has probably, from opening day until now, been the most consistent reliever out of the pen. His 24th appearance, an ERA of just a shade under 2. Opponents hitting just 185 against him, and be facing Christian Villanueva, who hit a 2-run home run in the 6th inning tonight. One of 3 home runs given up by Fields, and that one is drilled to left. That's well hit, and that one is gone. Christian Villanueva, his 2nd home run in as many at-bats. And the Padres take a 7-5 lead. A crackling line drive.
Tight, sharp breaking ball that he just grabs out in front of the plate before it finishes breaking. He is strong when he gets into them, and he has got into a lot of them this year.
First pitch, Fields throws. 4th home run he's given up this year. And Franchi Cordero is coming up to pinch hit for Stammen. Oh, the Dodger bullpen, which has been so strong the last week to 10 days, springing a leak tonight. Wood went 5 1/3, gave up 5 runs and 6 hits. Baez, Hudson, Alexander, and now Fields as Cordero swings and misses. It's 1-2. So Fields has to shake that off. He gets Cordero. That's the first out of the 8th.
Shortstop number 13, Freddie Galvis.
Now Freddie Galvis with a 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 3. Takes high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Kirby Yates is warming up in the Padre bullpen. Right-hander. And we have a beach ball out in left field. There's Yates. Dodgers in the 8th inning have Bellinger, Forsythe, and Peterson coming up. Padres now 7 runs, 9 hits, couple of errors. Dodgers 5 runs and 7 hits. In winning 7 of the last 8. Dodger starters an ERA of 1.22 and the bullpen 1.63. But tonight they have combined to give up 7 runs and 9 hits.
They haven't had a good night with location. Scott Alexander hitting a batter, some seeing eye ground balls, but the home runs have been near the middle of the plate.
Galvis takes a walk. Dodger pitching has surrendered 4 home runs, 2 to Villanueva, 1 to Galvis, and 1 to A.J. Ellis, who's coming up. Nothing doing in the Dodger bullpen, so it is up to Fields to suture the wound.
A quick turnaround tomorrow with the day game. The Padres have announced they're pretty much having a bullpen game. Well, the Dodgers not wanting to go through their bullpen, now down 7-5. Hoping that Josh can get through the rest of this inning by himself.
Looks that way. Backhanded by Muncy at first. 5-4-3, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers down to their final 6 outs, trailing now by 2.
with a purchase of a special event ticket pack that includes a ticket to the game and a commemorative class of 2018 Dodger t-shirt. Only available at dodgers.com/grad.
You're looking at Kirby Yates. He's had 8 appearances against the Dodgers, given up 2 earned runs in 7 innings, and he's held the Dodgers to a 192 batting average. And this is his 20th appearance overall on the year with an ERA of just a shade over 1. The Dodgers are down by 2. Padres this year, when leading after 7, 19-2, which is testament to their bullpen. They had a call strike, 0-1 to Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 and a walk. Dodgers have had 7 comeback wins this year, and the Padres have had 8 blown losses. As Bellinger swings and misses, it's 0-2. Eric Goodell is warming up in the Dodger bullpen. There he is, the newest Dodger. Bellinger takes outside 1-2. $43,920 watching the game tonight as Bellinger awaits Kirby Yates. 2-2.
Belly is battling right here and falls behind 0-2, but has had 2 good takes to even the count.
He's had a tough month of May. 188. And the 2-2 stays alive to see another pitch. Forsythe on deck. And then Jock Peterson. Dodgers still have 3 pinch hitters on the bench: Utley, Barnes, and Puig. 7-5 Padres. Bellinger beginning the 8th.
Everybody
Chris Taylor, a leadoff home run. Way back in the first. Padres would score 2 in the second, and a ground ball to second base. That's Perella from short right getting the speedy Bellinger. Galvis hit a 2-run home run in the second. The Dodgers would score 3 in the 4th and reclaim the lead at 4-2. Each team scored a run in the 5th. And the Padres with 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Forsythe, who came up with the Padres, 1 for 3 tonight. Inside and low, 1 ball, no strikes. So what do you see in Kirby Yates?
His arm is alive tonight, 3 days off.
To right. Jankowski makes the play, 2 gone.
Normally the fastball averages around 93 miles an hour. We see him touch 95 right there. He's been one of the key pieces to this Padre bullpen.
And their greatest reliever, Trevor Hoffman will be going into the Hall of Fame in about 6 weeks. Now Jock Peterson takes a strike, 0-1. He's 0 for 3 tonight, a fielder's choice. And he has 16 runs batted in. Padres leading it 7-5, 2 out, bottom of the 8th. As Peterson faces a shift on the right side of the infield, you had center fielder Manuel Margot, with Utley on deck, is shaded toward left center. There is your defense. Peterson at 241 drills one toward the right field corner, but foul.
Jock broke a streak tonight by grounding out. He hadn't ground out in his last 8 games. He's been hitting the ball in the air, avoiding that shift.
Jock with 1 home run on the year. He's knocked in 15, 8 doubles and 3 triples. Two gone, bottom of the 8th. Peterson checks his swing according to third base umpire Chris Conroy. Utley on deck, hoping to get a shot at it here in the bottom half of the 8th. Two and 2. We'll do it again. First pitch tomorrow at 1:10. Walker Buehler against Johnny Holstaff. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. That's how you beat the shift. So Peterson singles to left.
Fooled, but does just enough to make contact over there to a pretty much empty left side.
Hitting for the Dodgers.
Utley called back. Queen's going to pinch hit instead. The Dodgers, by the way, have 26 pinch hits. That's the most in baseball. And so Puig steps in as the tying run at the plate. Peterson the short lead at first. Hosmer holding him. No balls and 1 strike to Yasiel Puig. Five home runs, 6 doubles.
I think one of the reasons the Dodgers are so good at pinch hitting is because Dave Roberts does what he says: I keep everybody relevant. And so they don't sit very long. They are used to being in the box in a big league game.
Puig with 4 home runs in his last 10 games. Takes inside. 1-1. Chris Taylor, who has homered and doubled tonight, is on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Yates to Puig. Low and inside, 2-1.
Yates is really concentrating on keeping the ball down by the knees and below, knowing that a ball in the air, chance for a home run, does not want Puig to be able to elevate right here. He's had his power stroke down of late.
4 of his 6 home runs on the season have come in the last 10 games. 2-1. Now 3-1. Jansen going to work just in case. Eric Goodell standing by his side. Here's a 3-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yasiel doing a nice job not offering it any of those ones below his knees. This one slightly up. Takes a rip at it.
The lefty Brad Hand, the Padres closer, is warming up in the pen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Peterson will be off and running. There he goes. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 9th. It's the Padres 7 and the Dodgers 5. With the Dodgers. Between Seattle and the Dodgers, a 3-0 record. 1-0 in Los Angeles. With the Dodgers, a run, no runs, and 1 base hit. So here he is pitching the 9th, and Manuel Margot will be leading it off. Wood began the night, went 5 1/3, 5 runs, 6 hits. And Baez, Hudson, Alexander, Fields, and now Eric Goodell. Margot tonight has doubled in 3 at-bats. Margot is jelly-legged on a breaking ball. It's 0-1. And now 0-2. Goodell, in his time in the big leagues, has held opposing hitters to a .220 average, and right-handers just .212. One ball and 2 strikes. In the 9th inning, the Dodgers will have the top of the order. Taylor and Muncy and Turner. Matt Caesar on deck. and then Travis Jankowski. We'll do it again.
Goodell with an outstanding fastball, can really spin a curveball, and the split finger right there. He has shown very well. It looks like a very good acquisition for the Dodgers.
Made 5 appearances with the Mariners this year. 2-0 and a 1.23 ERA. A 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Goodell, the 5th Dodger reliever used tonight. Now it's 3-2. Padres with runs in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Have overtaken the Dodgers, leading it now 7-5. The 3-2, he lost him. A leadoff walk for Manuel Margot.
Number 23, Matt Caesar.
Those leadoff walks will drive a manager crazy, and especially when they are out of the bullpen.
Research will suggest that a leadoff walk will come around to score 38% of the time. And even more than that later in games when circumstances become more pronounced. Now here's Matt Caesar. Squaring the bunt, which is something you don't see much anymore. Turner came sprinting in from 3rd.
Bunting for a hit. Worst comes to worst, if he gets it down, it goes as possible sacrifice, but it is a play that is rare nowadays.
Oh, and 1. When was the last time I saw a hit and run?
You see some run and hit, but you don't see many hit and runs.
So that is another way the game has changed, evolved. Toss to first base. Margot has stolen 6 out of 8. Skip Schumacher, first base coach. When Schumacher and Nick Punto were together here with the Dodgers, they would carpool it up from Orange County. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Punto used to call him Little Skippy.
Both of those guys were mentioned in Clayton Kershaw's acceptance speech for one of his Cy Young years. Those great teammates that taught him a lot.
Neither were headliners, but boy, they knew how to play the game. Nick Punto and Skip Schumacher. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. So now Goodell is ahead 1-2. He was ahead of Margot, who would work out the leadoff walk. We'll do it again. Into the Dodger dugout. Matt Caesar. Came over from the Cubs. And the 1-2. Runner goes. There's your hit and run. Caesar from Cape May, New Jersey. Came up with the Cubs in 2014. His second season in San Diego. On 1-2, Caesar just gets a piece of it. Travis Jankowski is on deck.
Split finger, he barely tips.
You can't teach a catcher how to catch a foul tip. Either it sticks in the glove or it doesn't. On 1-2, Goodell delivers. Swung on and missed strike three. Caesar down on strikes. First out of the top of the ninth. And Jankowski coming up.
Pitch selection after the split finger down. He foul tips. Let's go up the ladder. Tough to cover both of those pitches.
One out, one on, and here's Jankowski. 0 for 3 and hit by a pitch tonight. You saw his .313 batting average. His career batting average is .230. And he's got terrific speed. So does Margot leading off first. It gets by Grandal, and the throw is not nearly in time to get the speedy Manuel Margot. Wild pitch.
Breaking ball that, you know, as Monty tries to get over there and keep his body square, but it deflects off the side a little bit, just enough to move up.
So an important insurance run at second base for the Padres. With a 2-run lead here in the ninth. Varela on deck, and then Hosmer. Jankowski squared the bunt, took it back, a strike. It's 1-1. Pod 7-5. Now 2-1 to Jankowski. Second time in the last 2 weeks that the Padres have scored as many as 7 runs in a game. A bunt up the third base line. Turner can't do a thing with it. Perfect bunt base hit for the speedy Jankowski, and that gets Margot to third.
That is an absolutely fantastic bunt. Far enough away from Grandal and Goodell, and soft enough to keep it in front of Justin Turner where he doesn't have a chance. Very nice weight and very nice angle.
And Jankowski with great speed. Margot at third base has good speed. Jankowski has stolen 7 out of 9 this year. If he runs, does Grandal throw through? Well, we're about to find out together. Varela 2 for 4. Pass ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield back, hoping for a double play. Margot at third, Jankowski at first. Both can run. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Perella's bounced into 2 double plays this year. Eric Hosmer is on deck. There goes the runner. No throw.
Now, the most important run is the one on third. You're down 2. You don't want to go down 3. 4's, of course, more, but that third run is the killer. They weren't about to throw through.
Now the Dodgers bring the infield in. Nothing doing in the Dodger bullpen, so this is Goodell's inning. Two and 1, 3 and 1. Reds beat the Rockies tonight in Denver. Dodgers began the night 3.5 behind Colorado. Trailing it 7-5, 2 on, 1 out in the 9th. Three and 2. After Perella, the Padres' 2 most dangerous hitters coming up, Hosmer and then Villanueva. Villanueva's hit 2 home runs tonight. Goodell on 3 and 2, his 24th pitch of the inning. Popped up. Grandal. 2 gone. And now Hosmer coming in.
Baseman number 30, Eric Hosmer.
The infield can retreat. Hosmer will be intentionally walked. And so Dave Roberts has picked his poison.
He goes to the right on right situation, even though Villanueva has 2 home runs in his last 2 at bats. He'd rather avoid Hosmer.
Well, you've got the force out. Hosmer, of course, always a threat. And here's Villanueva with the bases loaded. Padres leading it 7-5 with 2 out in the 9th. No balls and a strike. Edward Paredes was called up the other day. Bases are loaded, 2 out. Margot, Jankowski, and Hosmer at third, second, and first. No balls and 2 strikes. With all the power that Villanueva brings, he also strikes out a lot. Been struck out twice tonight, 48 times on the season. And the Padres have struck out more than any other team in the National League. So let's see if that's the escape valve that Goodell can use here. On 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodgers trailing 7-5 with 2 out in the 9th. to left field. Well hit, but there is Peterson to make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. Last licks for the Dodgers with Taylor, Muncy, and Turner coming up. Hand is now on in relief. If the Padres are out of it toward the end of July, he'd be a primary trade candidate. Great numbers. He's an all-star. 15 saves on the year, an ERA of a shade over 2. Opponents hitting 174. That's a big piece in the Padres front office hand, if you'll pardon the expression. It'll be Chris Taylor, Max Muncy, and Justin Turner. Taylor 1 for 2 in his career against Brad Hand. Taylor tonight 2 for 4, a home run and a double. Dodgers trailing by 2. Taylor takes a strike. It's 0-1. Austin Barnes going to pinch hit for Max Muncy, a lefty-righty proposition. Muncy, a left-handed hitter. Taylor takes outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Brad Hand is going to throw about 50% sliders, especially if he gets in a jam.
One ball and 2 strikes to Chris Taylor. Hand came up with the Marlins, came over to the Padres in 2016. An all-star last year. And the 1-2 on the way to Chris Taylor. Just inadvertently got a piece of it. Hand struck out 104 batters in 79 innings last year, 111 in 89 innings the year before. Only one other Padre pitcher with 100+ strikeout seasons. Of course, Trevor Hoffman is going into the Hall of Fame in the summer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taylor to right, slicing toward the corner and out of play.
Chris Taylor battling, just trying to get on, bring that tying run to the plate.
Austin Barnes to pinch hit for Muncy, and then Justin Turner. Padres 7-5. Hand to Taylor. There's that breaking ball down and in, and Taylor lays off.
And for the Padres, when they get a chance to win a game and they're handing it off, they like to get them finished off. A young team, to build their confidence, needs to win the games that they are supposed to win. 15 of 17 for Brad Hand this year and save opportunities.
2-2 to Chris Taylor. Way out in front and hit it on the button. Dodgers with 7 comeback wins this year, and the Padres with 8 blown leads. But Hand, as Oral mentioned, 17 out of 19 in save tries. The 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hand has struck out 39, but he has walked 13. And the 3-2. We'll do it again. Next pitch will be the 10th of the at-bat. Brad Hand has held opposing hitters to a 174 average. Taylor's walked 22 times this year. He's been struck out 52. Those are the numbers. And now here's the pitch. To right center. That's Jankowski, and that's the first out of the 9th.
Ten pitches. Brad Hand's on 2 days rest and is coming off of 24 pitches where he went an inning and 2/3, so they will push him longer than an inning, so he doesn't mind the workload.
Now Austin Barnes coming up. Dodgers mentioned have 26 pinch hits this year. That's more than anybody else. But Barnes is retired, and quickly there's 2 out. And the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Third baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Turner tonight is 1 for 3 and a walk. The one, a big one, a home run, his first of the year. That was back in the 4th inning.
Never worried about his power coming back from the left wrist. He was swinging the bat in a powerful way right away. Just hadn't gotten the launch angle, but tonight he did.
Turner takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Kemp, the Dodgers' hottest hitter, is on deck, and he has been nothing but torture for the Padres. So Turner trying to pass the baton to Kemp. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Turner. Dodgers down to their final out. Now 3-0. Turner 3 for 14 in his career against Hand with a home run. Kemp, who's on deck, 0 for 3 and 2 strikeouts. Now the 3-0 to Turner. A 4-pitch walk, and the Dodgers are still alive.
Outfielder number 27, Kemp.
Kemp against the Padres this year is 16 for 30. 1 for 4 tonight. Tying run at the plate with 2 out. Turner will take second base with defensive indifference. No balls and a strike to Matt Kemp. Kemp leads the majors with runners in scoring position at 486. 0-1 from Brad Hand. Now 0-2. Dodgers down to the final strike. Grandal on deck. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 7-5 Padres, bottom of the 9th. Brad Hand to Matt Kemp. Call strike 3, and the Padres win it. Coming from behind to beat the Dodgers tonight, 7-5. 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. The Dodgers, 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The Lexus player of the game, Christian Villanueva, with home runs in the 6th and then again in the 8th. A 2 for 5 night, and that is that. The rubber game of the 3-game series tomorrow. Final score here tonight, 7-5 for Oral Hershiser. Alana Rizzo, I'm Charlie Steiner. Say good night and goodbye from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. See you again tomorrow, but coming up next, Access Sportsnet Dodgers.